Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Shaleia.
And today we're going to talk about numerology as the gateway to your twin flame. Now, a lot of people see 1111 or 1234 or 444 or lots of other common numerology signs all about the reality. And they want to know, is it from my twin flame, or is it my twin flame speaking to me? Well, we'll answer some of those questions in this video.
It could even be like random numbers like 2 and 6.
Yeah, I had 13, 11, and 17 as my, first major numbers that
Really?
were repetitive in my reality.
Mine was anything to do with 3s.
So first let's talk about logic here. And you may know about the reticular activating system in your brain that picks up and highlights something, that you're thinking about. I used to play with Legos and I'd think, okay, I need a yellow block, and then I just only see the yellow blocks in the Lego box. Well, numerology, when I started getting into numerology, I was like, oh, well, it's just my reticular activating system, highlighting the numbers 11, 17, and 13. But then it became a little bit crazy, and I was like, there's no way. Like, I started to look for other numbers, and only the numbers that were meaningful to me would keep showing up. And it wasn't about that I'd see them often, it wasn't about the frequency, it was about the moment that they occurred to me that was like, whoa. I was just thinking about that and bam, 1111. It just hit me like, a ton of bricks kind of thing. So what is this numerology? Well, first let me share with you a story of my experience of numerology and what it led me to. And it did ultimately lead me to my twin flame and so much more. Numerology is the gateway to God. It's the gateway to your Christ consciousness. But in order for it to be that for you and for you to let that happen to you, you need to allow it to happen in the right way instead of trying to hold on and make it something that it's not. So for me, it started with, I heard about 1111, as this phenomenon, and I realized this is kind of been happening to me, even as a child. I'd see 311 and 911 and 811, on the clock, really awkwardly frequently. And I was like, I dismissed it, oh, I'm just trained to look at the clock at this time, and it just wasn't so, right? So anyway, after I learned about 1111, I started seeing the number 13 and the number 17 and the number 11 a lot, and it really became a way for me to I'd ask a question, and then I'd look at the clock, and it'd be 13, and I'd be like, okay, that's right on, right? I'd use it became a conversation between me and the universe that I'd use these numbers for. And ultimately, that's what it really is and can be for you, is a conversation that you're having with God all the time. But the problem with numerology is, there's kind of a limited amount of numbers that can appear in your reality unless you become really psycho and have 1,500 different clocks at different times, right? And you're like, oh, drawn to this clock. Oh, no, that's a 12, and that means this to me, right? And you understand you can program the numbers to be what you want them to be, or look up one of the many numerology books and see what everyone else has agreed for it to be, or anything like that, right? Then it became something that conversation left me craving and desiring more. And I found the pendulum, and then I learned, how to use my body and my muscle testing.
Muscle testing, yeah.
How to use muscle testing to access my subconscious mind and actually continue this conversation on another level.
And talk to God without using a pendulum.
So using that story, I can kind of sum up numerology really quickly and then open the floor to Shaleia to see if she has anything to say here.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's this. Numerology is one way that you can understand that the universe is quite different than what the collective will put on itself. What you may have learned growing up, what you may learn on TV and magazines, and what most people on the planet believe and understand and see reality as today, numerology kind of takes that and turns it on its head and says, no, there's something much different here for you. To think that it's possible that you can have a conversation with some higher intelligence using the numbers that appear in your reality is absurd to, the mainstream thinking today. And that allows you a deeper way, a deeper path into a conversation with your Creator, who's always with you. and I was using those numbers to guide you in a certain way. So you're on this video, you want to know if it's a gateway to your twin flame union, and yes, it absolutely is. And the gateway to your twin flame union, to harmonious union with your ultimate lover, is through a conversation with your creator who will lead you there if you're choosing it. So is numerology a gateway to your twin flame? Yes. Can you use numerology to communicate with your twin flames? Twin flame, excuse me, I've got two. The other one's our child, right? On the way.
We don't.
Not quite yet.
No, we
Not
don't.
quite yet. No child on the way. One day, our child will come, a third twin flame. But that's extremely rare on this planet today. But you can use your, you can use numerology to speak with your twin flame, absolutely. So personally, I encourage it. Don't worry if you're feeling a little weird or crazy. I recommend getting involved with the pendulum. We do have a video on that called How to Heal Your Childhood Trauma, Talk to Your Twin Flame, or whatever like that. It's an older video.
Yeah, and just in general, if you like to know the meanings of numbers, I really like Doreen Virtue's Angel Numbers 101 book.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be generous and and link it in the comment box, only because I personally find it very helpful, and I want to get actually another copy and put it in the car, and have one in the car and one in the house for when we see license plates and stuff when we're driving around. But those are messages, those are, I find them to be fairly accurate messages for me when when I'm noticing a specific number come up. There's not much I really want to add to this topic. Just the fact that for me personally, 1111 is a popular twin flame number that I resonated with for a long time. I guess I don't feel like I resonate with it anymore, personally, because I just feel like I don't need it, because I'm kind of with my twin.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I still will use numerology once in a while, but not like I used to before I had the pendulum and muscle testing and my own actual direct conversation with God.
Yes.
I used to feel like I was crazy and I tried to push it away. I'm like, I'm not going to do this anymore. This is absurd. This is crazy. But something in me I'm like, there's something here to find out.
Yeah, but for some reason still, I know the reason why, when threes come up for me, or threes, anything to do with threes, and nines too, it really grabs my attention, and because I have two twin flames, so there's three of us. So of course, three, I've always been naturally attracted to. So I guess that's something that I still really pay attention to, the way I used to with 1111, and everyone has their own number that they're very much attracted to, and mines are definitely threes. And I think even when our other twin flame comes into the world, I think I'll still always be attracted to threes, because my unit is complete. So thank you very much for joining us. If you have any stories about numerology in regards to your twin flame journey, you can post that in the comments below. We're interested.
Remember to like our video, share it, share the good, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome videos. And if you want to check out the box below, there's going to be awesome resources that we offer for our twin flame work to you. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.